Iran's foreign ministry has scoffed at the U.S. offer to help the country deal with the novel coronavirus, dismissing the claim as ridiculous. Ministry spokesman Abbas Mousavi said the offer from a country whose economic terrorism has put widespread pressure on Iranians is nothing but political psychological game. Mousavi said offer comes while the U.S. has even closed the path to buy medicine and medical equipment. The official noted combating the coronavirus needs a global will and international cooperation, not abusing the sufferings of patients with political intentions. Mousavi made the remarks after the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said Washington was ready to help Tehran contain a COVID-19 outbreak in Iran. Joining us out of Ontario is Jason Unruhe, political commentator, for more on the story. Hey there, Jay. Pleasure to have you back on PressTV. Now, Mike Pompeo's offer to Iranian government sees as obviously with help with respect to the COVID-19 outbreak. Iranian government sees it as condescending, patronizing, and even crude. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I would definitely agree. I think that it's outright insulting. The United States has done nothing but hinder Iran's ability in the medical sector. The sanctions that the United States has put on the country, and even the ones that they have forced others to put on by threatening their companies, would be the opposite of what the United States is claiming that it wants to do now. The U.S. says that they want to help. But the fact is they've done nothing but sabotage Iran's economy for a number of years now, including the medical sector, which would be very badly needed in this situation. So this offer of help really is a complete and utter insult to Iran. I mean, this is almost... it's an insult. Let's be honest. Given what the United States has done to Iran in terms of these sanctions, simply giving this offer of help is almost mocking Iran at this point. But I'm sure in the minds of the United States, they probably feel this is them being magnanimous. So you look at this is our idea of international cooperation. Oh, look, we're the imperialist power that wants to help, less fortunate countries. Kind of like that, how they feel like you could almost get a kind of like a Western chauvinistic view out of this, that some of the United States in its great American exceptionalism somehow is pitying those less fortunate when they have actually caused that less fortunate situation to begin with. So this offer is completely disingenuous. It means nothing, and it is an insult to, frankly, the dignity of Iran, its government, and its people.
And Jay, the ongoing U.S. sanctions against the country have hurt before this thing the most vulnerable people, the most sickest, the most in need here in the country. These crippling sanctions.
Well, frankly, yes. The elderly, the disabled, people with immune deficiencies, very young babies. These are all people who were already placed in danger as a result of the actions of the United States with these sanctions. And then, now you have a virus like this, which is specifically harmful to vulnerable people, like in the situations that I just described. And then you have the United States saying that it wants to help. I mean, it's simply ridiculous. There is no heart in the empire. They do not care about the people. Then they would never have done everything to lead Iran into the situation it is now. Of course, you cannot blame the United States for the coronavirus, but you can blame them for hindering Iran's health sector that is going to be trying to help these people, which are going to be undermined by the United States, only to have the U.S. turn around and give some kind of magnanimous offer for help, when it's very clear that given their history, they have no concern for the Iranian people at all. This is nothing more than a political gesture, one that they know is disingenuous and one that they know won't be accepted because of the disingenuous nature itself. And probably when it's rejected because of the ridiculous nature of it, they'll probably turn around and then criticize Iran for not accepting the fraudulent help.
Thanks, Bud, for joining us here and your perspective out of Ontario.